Hello, and welcome to Timing is Everything, a program of Care Dimensions. My name is Mary Crow, Director of Professional and Community Education at Care Dimensions. And today we're thrilled to have on the show Heather Johnson, who is our Vice President and Chief Development Officer at Care Dimensions. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be back and that time of year for the walk.
It sure is, and that's what we're talking about today, Heather. We're going to talk about the Care Dimensions Walk for Hospice. So before we jump into that, though, tell the audience a bit about yourself.
So I've been with Care Dimensions now a year. So coming up on my second walk with Care Dimensions, but have been a North Shore girl for many years, grew up in Danvers, live in Beverly, and excited to continue on the tradition of the walk and raise funds for Care Dimensions and continue on. I've been raising money for many organizations for years and love doing it.
Yeah, and the walk is such a big event. It's so important. It's so special. So talk a bit about what the Care Dimensions Hospice Walk is in particular and why it's so meaningful.
So this year is going to be the 38th annual year.
Wow.
So a long-standing tradition for our community to support Care Dimensions, to support the patients, to support the caregivers. It is really an opportunity for families to come back and honor their loved ones, remember loved ones that have passed in our care, and to honor the caregivers that have been part of their healthcare journey and have been part of their family's most important moments at the end of life with their loved one. So it's a great morning for people to come together and celebrate and remember and honor the caregivers.
It's
all while raising funds for Care Dimensions so that we can continue doing this for many more patients.
Yeah, it's all good and very special. It really is. Yet, talk about where, when, all of the logistics of this.
So
where is the hospice
this year you can join us at St. John's Prep. Once again, they are an amazing host for us. The last Sunday in September, September 28th, we'll be gathering at the Walkers Village, which is at the baseball field at St. John's Prep. Opening registration at 8 a.m. We'll kick off a little after 9 a.m. for the walk. We have two different routes, so a little bit of a shorter route and a little bit of a longer route, but still both will be done within an hour and a 15 minutes or so. So no, huge 20-mile walks, but a nice, enjoyable morning walk and stroll through the St. John's Prep
absolutely, absolutely. So who benefits from it? Who benefits from the funds raised?
So walkers will be helping patients and families who will be coming to Care Dimensions. So this walk really helps us raise money so that we can help patients and families who find themselves maybe in need of the family fund, which is something very unique to Care Dimensions, where we can help families who might also have some other financial hardships while their loved one is going through care with us. So if they find themselves in need of food or in need of some prescriptions, sometimes it's an air conditioner on a 90-degree day that will make that patient much more comfortable at home. So things like that are complementary therapies programs. Our music therapy, it's a clinical musical intervention, is a huge help to patients. Our massage therapy, our pet therapy, we have live and robotic pets now, interactive pets. So things like that to really help the comforts of our patients. Helping patients at home, helping patients in facilities, helping patients at our Kaplan House and our Care Dimensions House in Lincoln.
Absolutely, and these things promote well-being. It's just there's evidence showing how important these are, and it's so wonderful because not all hospices provide that.
Correct. We are very unique, thankfully. This donor community of ours has been very supportive, continues to be supportive, and really sets Care Dimensions apart from any other hospice to be able to offer these things for the whole being of the family, of the loved ones, in different ways for patients to be comfortable.
Yeah, and people say they hear the word complementary therapies, and I always like to say it's just that. It's a complement to traditional medicine. And there's just these wonderful things that, again, have been shown to add so much to quality of life for people at this stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is great. So talk about why is community support so important for the walk and for Care Dimensions?
So without community support, we would not be where we are today. You'll see 400 to 500 people gather at the Walkers Village for this walk. It is all community support of teams that are coming out, whether they do business with Care Dimensions, whether they have a loved one who's been in our care, staff teams that come out and support in a big way, volunteer teams. Without that sense of community, I don't think Care Dimensions be who we are today. It can be felt all throughout Care Dimensions, whether it's through fundraising and events like the walk, whether it's through the care received, it's in the hospice houses. The community really comes out, and the walk is a very big way, not only with walkers, but also with support from sponsors, the St. John's Prep in hosting the event. A huge shout out to Brown Brothers Harringman for being a presenting sponsor of the event for yet another year. Safety Insurance is our Finish Line sponsor, and WCVB is it back again, and AJ Barnett will be with us again as our MC and host. So bringing all of that together and seeing every walk of life come together. Yeah,
it's so powerful, you know, and these people just do such a great job, and again, to come back year after year to really you know, show that support is unbelievable.
In our community there that day is everyone from human walkers to our canine friends. It's a pet-friendly event to our youngest. We've had many strollers, infants and toddlers and strollers, canine friends. So it is a family-friendly event for everyone that's there.
It's so great to have them too, right?
Yes.
So come along and bring them. Absolutely. So talk a little bit more about what makes this event so special for the people who are participating.
So for people coming back to maybe see caregivers that were a part of their loved one's journey, it gives them an opportunity to remember their loved one. And to honor those caregivers, reconnect. Sometimes it's even as many years as 20 years ago that they had someone cared for, that they may be coming back and still reconnecting. It's fun to see the walk teams. They will sometimes come and perhaps be dressed in all in Patriots jerseys because their loved one was a huge Patriots fan. Last year we had a team, the Sunflowers, and Sunflowers were very meaningful to their loved ones. So that was their team name, and they were dressed that way. So it gives the families and the friends and colleagues a way to continue on and remember that person, while also knowing they're raising funds so that if they find themselves in need of our care again, or anyone else, and they know that there's a community of like-minded families there, that not everyone has experienced a loss. Maybe some are there to support those who have had a loss, or caregivers, but everyone's there with that same mentality and warm, welcoming feeling of remembrance.
That's what I love about it. It's just such a powerful sense of community. You know, it's just so moving. It really is.
Even if someone doesn't know someone, you'll see hugs being given, pats on the back, so they don't have to necessarily know each other, but they're supporting each other through it.
Absolutely. I love too when people have their loved one's picture and all on T-shirts, things like that. Just so many amazing, powerful things that can come.
Absolutely. Last year we had, it was really fun with the DJ, who is actually one of our staff members at Care Dimensions. They did a great job. They added in a new portion to it as some of the families were coming across the finish line, going up and talking to them and asking them who was their loved one and giving them a moment to say who their loved one was. And so that was really special to hear.
That is really neat. How can people get involved?
So go to our website is the best way. Check out the walk, caredimensions.org. Click on the walk page, and there will be a host of information to register for the event, frequently asked questions. You can see what time things are happening, how the day plays out. There's also plenty of contact information to reach out to members in our philanthropy team, who will then help guide along if you need help with the process or registering or creating a team. But really just make it as personal as you want it to be. People can register, create a page, and share their story. And those personal touches to it, the personal stories of why they choose to get involved, really helps them with creating other team members to join them and fundraising opportunities. So the website's the best way to find out more and then connect with our team to take it even further.
And talk a little bit about the stations set up, that some events that people can do here too. It's not just the walk itself.
When they come to Walker's Village, you'll have an opportunity. So get there early. We kick off at 9, but you'll really want to be there as close to 8 as you can be, because you can grab a snack from the food tent that Henry's and Crosby's generously donates. Grab a coffee. Danversport Yacht Club donates all the coffee. For your canine friends, if you're bringing them, stop by that canine corner. There's lots of treats and bandanas for the pets there. There's a pinwheel garden, which is a very special part of the morning. There's pinwheels. People can write names of their loved ones. I actually just heard a story this week of a family who writes the name of a loved one on every part of the pinwheel, and then they line them up in the outfield, and then they go back and you can take that home with you and put it in your garden at home. Wow. There's also the legacy wall, tribute wall. Yep. Is an opportunity to write a message to a loved one that's there. And we have a couple sponsors who are there. There's always the fun sneakers to grab, colorful sneakers to pick up along the way. So there's lots of different ways to go through and experience different parts. There's a whole children's corner too. We've had some great groups who kind of entertain some of the kids and do some activities with the kids too. So plenty of ways to walk around that village.
Yeah, there's a lot to do, a lot of fun times, a lot of ways to connect. This is great.
And new this year, be sure if for anyone who's coming, they stop by the registration tent because we have new legacy every year pens. So this is the first one.
Nice.
We'll have a little pen that people can collect and have every year that they're participating.
Oh,
so
that's
we'll
fabulous.
Stop by and get that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now give some fundraising tips, because this is important for people, because a lot of people, they don't know what to do. They get nervous about this. Give some tips.
So keeping it personal, biggest thing, share your story. People want to give to people. They want to hear your story, why you're doing it, and what it's going to benefit. Email is a great way to email family, friends, colleagues. Social media, doing it, if you're on social media, a Facebook post with links to your page, and if you need help creating that page, our team can do it, but you can make your own personal page, set your own personal goal, and it will be sent to who you want it to be sent. You can share that link with who you want, and they'll see your page, your goal, and they'll be able to see how that's going up and how you're progressing in time. Even asking if you work in a place that has the opportunity to do things like Jeans Day or a Pizza Day, and people contribute for that. It can be something like that. A lot of sports teams get involved and will all contribute towards a team involved. So just asking and sharing your story as to why. The worst they can do is say no, but you don't know till you ask.
People have even done lemonade stands or other activities like that, even in bringing in funds, haven't they?
They've been very creative. Some people have made bead bracelets and necklaces that they can sell. Some of our youngest supporters are very creative with arts and crafts or different activities in their schools. So the sky's the limit. It can get very creative. I think during COVID there were some people painting rocks that were selling rocks. So all sorts of different ways to
every little bit
out.
helps. And it's just so wonderful about how everybody can contribute. This is not, because people think, oh, this is just for adults. This is for everybody, which is wonderful.
Everyone. Bring all your family, friends, your, toddler, to your parents, to your grandparents, to the family dog.
That's right.
But everyone can participate in the walk to the degree that they want to. And even if some people come and they feel they can't walk, they can be taking part in the Walkers Village and then cheering on the walkers as they come back. So there is something for everyone.
Oh, absolutely. And standing at that finish line when people come in, I get goosebumps, I have to tell you, and it's just so powerful. So people can be part of that crew too.
Absolutely. Yes, we would love to have cheerleaders with us at the end. So
absolutely.
Sign up for that as well.
And like you say, don't forget the fur babies, because they're a critical part. What would your message be to people that have never done the walk before?
Join us. Just, click on that website or pick up the phone and call us at Care Dimensions. Just take a leap, join us. You will not regret it. We're a very warm and welcoming bunch, that sense of community that's there. Our team has a team. Come join, the fundraisers and join and walk with us. Once you get in that first year and you experience it, it'll be something special that you want to continue to do. So
I agree with you. I was thinking of that when you were talking, that if once somebody does it, it's just they're gonna long to come back the next year, right?
Absolutely. So you'll mark that calendar and want to be with us. It's a very special morning.
Absolutely. So what we'll do is, again, you can point them to the website.
Yes. So caredimensions.org. Click on Walk for Hospice, and you'll find everything you need.
Okay. And also we will put some information up during this as well, which with the phone number and also the website, so that people will have that. Anything, that last things that you want to say to people out there before we wrap up?
just thank you to everyone who's been a part of it. I know so many in this community have been touched by Care Dimensions and by the care we've given and who've been a part of the walk. If you haven't walked in a couple of years, make this the year. Have 2025 be the year that you come back and join us. We'd love to have that field as full as possible and just come back and experience it. So whether you've been a part and want to come back or you're new, join us and you'll see what it's so special about that day.
Oh, thank you so much for being on the show today,
You're
Heather. And this
welcome.
is really important information. I hope that we have a slew of people out there that day
Yes.
joining on in this very special event. So thanks a lot for doing this today.
Oh, you're
And I want to thank everybody for tuning in and look forward to having you at our other programs. Take good care.
Hey there, it's AJ Burnett from WCVB Channel 5 in Boston. We're here for another edition of the Care Dimensions Walk for Hospice. Follow me, take a look at this crowd. This has to be one of the bigger crowds I remember here. I've been doing this for 5 years now. Some great looking faces, all generations represented here. We just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for all your continued support and give you a few highlights from this year's walk.
We're Team Riley, walking for my brother Kevin, my younger brother Kevin. When we needed the support, when we needed that type of setting, they were there for us. The staff at Kaplan were amazing, the doctors, everyone was amazing. And it's our way to sort of give back a little bit to them after they did so much for us.
We are Claire's Chickadees, and we're here representing and honoring our mom who passed this past April. I just think because of the care my mom received, we were so humbled by their presence, their care, all the attention they gave, not just to my mom, but all of us, making sure we were okay at all times. And I just kept telling them they truly are angels to have this job.
Today I walked in honor of my dad, and I also walk in honor of all the patients that I have served over the years.
And this is my first year doing the walk. I did it in memory of my patients because they all have a special place in my heart, and I will do it again as many years God allow me to.
My dad spent his last days at Kaplan here in Danvers. We all call them, everybody that works there, angels on earth, and I truly felt it.
The boys around me are from the St. John's Prep mountain biking team. We're here to support hospice workers and all they do for us. And you know, some of these guys out here, they really support our grandparents because we're younger guys, and we're really grateful for them.
It feels really good. You can tell everyone's really positive about it, and there's like a lot of fun stuff to do here. And I think it's just really like a good community to be a part of.
It's been really cool to see people, especially come by the Pinwheel Garden and really share their experiences about how much our care for their loved one has made an impact. It's really neat seeing the field fill up and just seeing how many people have been touched by the work that we do.
I want to thank all of our friends, families, staff, volunteers, and community supporters for coming out today to enjoy this wonderful, extraordinary day for us and support the mission of Care Dimensions so that we can continue to care for the community.